Be honest with you guys, man. One thing I wasn't expecting because I used to be an individual that supported everybody, and now I'm finally starting to find my own individual role in life. And one thing they didn't tell you when you start to find your own individual role in life versus being the support system for everybody else. The mental changes that your mind, body, and spirit go through. The changes that everybody around you go through when you understand your journey and who you are as a person versus just being the support system everybody is used to going through. Which I am still that support system, don't get me wrong, but I'm finding my own individual way through life. And it's just amazing to watch the change in the environment around you and how you look at life and how you look at certain situations versus how you used to look at them and how you understand more about your life and more about your own individual journey when you start breaking out and doing things for yourself versus being the support system and doing everything to support everybody else. And it's just been a big change for me in my life. And I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that individual thing of always being the support system and then breaking out and starting to be on your own, starting to come into your own as an individual, and you notice the change in life and the change of things around you. It's amazing to see the difference in life and the difference in life experiences, the difference in the way I used to think versus the difference in the way I think now that I'm pouring that own time back into myself. It's just amazing to see how my life is working out and how I am growing as an individual. And I just want to keep separating myself and keep changing and keep growing and keep supporting my own individual growth because it's nice to just do stuff for my you know breaking into my own and being my own person and just becoming my own individual self and seeing life for myself versus seeing life supporting everybody else. It's basically me just saying it's nice to be my own person and it's nice to do my own thing. And it's different because I'm used to always being supportive of everybody else. But it's nice to do what I want to do for myself for once. It's nice to have my own plans and my own individual journey. And I'm just curious to see now that I'm on my own individual journey, pouring that time and love into myself, what it continues to transform me into and who am I really versus who I used to be when I used to support everybody else. It's basically my journey getting to know the real me, the me that I ignored for many years. It's basically me spending time getting to know me. So I'm just on this process of getting to really understand who I am, what I'm about, and what I like to do, which I'm getting to know more about myself each day and more about my soul and spiritual journey each day. And it's fun because I'm finding individual strengths and individual wisdom and individual power that I had forgot all about. It's like coming out of a cloud that you've been stuck under for many, many years and finally waking up again and realizing who you truly are versus who you used to be. And it's a refreshing change. I feel like I'm back to the person I was always meant to be. I'm back to the individual that I was born to be before the things happened in my past that caused me to go off course, if you will. But I'm just curious to continue the journey, and I'm excited to see where my life is going to go from this point forward, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion and my estimation of my independent journey back to getting my life on track. in my personal opinion, if that makes sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It may come out a little bit confusing in my personal opinion, but I hope you guys get the meaning of what I mean. It's basically like I reawoken something that I thought had died in me a long time ago. I reawoken the individual that is fired up by self journey, is fired up by challenges, is fired up just by living life every day. I refound the fire that I was missing that I thought would be gone forever. I refound that desire that I live life for, that fire that I had in the first beginning of my life, and it feels good to have it again. But to understand that having it is something special, having it is something unique, having it is something you should treasure and respect. Because if you don't, it can easily be taken away. And to understand that I have to be more considerate of the people around me and the sacrifices that they make, and be more understanding that it's okay for me to ask for help and have help and accept help and give help when I need to. And just be understanding that the people around me need me when they need me. And I have to be partial to them as well as being partial to my own individual career. Like it's basically me learning to find the balance in my own timing between supporting people and pouring time into myself. Not over supporting or doing too much, but not doing enough. It's basically finding the balance between yourself and helping other people, and knowing the difference between the two. You can't overpour into helping people, but you can't underpour into yourself. It's basically finding that perfect scale of balance. I guess that's why God made me a Libra, but it's basically about finding that balance in life, that perfect medium between paying attention to yourself and your own individual goals and paying attention to your family and supporting them. And that was one thing about me. I was either one way or the other. I wasn't never balanced out. But one thing that I realized to live this life is you have to have perfect balance in both or you will not survive. So I just want to tell you guys, man, you have to find the perfect balance in your life between supporting people and being your own individual self. Or you gonna burn yourself out either way. Because you gonna put too much in your career, you gonna overhype it, you gonna stress yourself out, and you're not gonna be a success that way. Or either you gonna overhelp people, try to do too much and burn yourself out that way. And I've done both, so I know what I'm talking about. You have to find that perfect balance to support yourself, spend time by yourself, meditate by yourself, and then come in and help people when they want. But the trick is when you come in and help people, you can't do too much for them. You can't want it more than they do. You have to help them to a certain point. Then you have to be able to cut it off and walk away. If they don't get it, that's their problem. You can't overstress yourself because you'll burn yourself out that way too. I've done both. You have to find the perfect balance between the two. That is the key in my life, and that is the key in your life. And that's what I didn't understand. I was ungrateful and selfish at first. Then I went too far and tried to help too many people a little bit too much. But now I feel like I understand the perfect balance between the two. I know when to help somebody and I know when not to help somebody. I know when to pour in myself and I know when to pour in other people. I know how to get the greatness out of myself as well as get the greatness out of those that are around me. And that is the object of life, finding your perfect balance that maneuvers for you and helps you get to your own individual goals. That is what Spirit is telling me to talk about today. So that's what I wanted to talk about. You have to find the perfect medium balance in life, or you're going to overdo it. Balance is key to your success in life, in my personal opinion. And I understand that now.